Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Pudgy Boy, and today we're actually going to be talking about the Witch Hut. And we're just going to get right into it. If you like the video, be sure to like. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Let's get into it. Okay, so there isn't much to actually say about the Witch Hut per se. I mean, it's a pretty basic build, which is why I feel like it severely needs an update. Literally, there is absolutely no reason for anybody to ever seek out a witch hut unless you absolutely are trying to finish your cat collection, in which I believe this is the only spot where black cats can spawn. And in Bedrock, we do get the potion cauldron, which is cool, but at this point, you probably already knew that. Um, there isn't much to talk about when it comes to the witch hut. I mean, hell, we can even just see that it's clearly made out of some of the most basic blocks in the game, despite being added so early on. I mean, there's no creativity here. This was something that they're just lazily letting sit aside and rot. I mean, everybody who finds a witch hut is probably just running by it, not even giving it a second thought. Well, today we got a little surprise for everybody because we actually decided to fix it. We've gone ahead and we've designed our very own version of the witch hut, and we're gonna show that to you here in just a moment. I just hope you all enjoy, and we'll be right back. And boom, here we are. This is our own take on a witch hut, but it's actually more like a witch cave. As you can see, I built these pretty far away, so I just went ahead and used lodestone compasses. Anyways, um, yeah, let's get right into this. So, a big issue that I have personally with the Witch Hut, as I've already stated, is a lack of creativity, a lack of life, and just a severe lack of anything unique to the Witch Hut. I mean, it looks like a 2-year-old sat there and built it, honestly. This is a little different. So what we've decided to do is to give the witches just a little bit of camouflage. They've built this into like a into a big mountain of mud almost. And when you walk in, you know, you've got some wood pillars holding it up. You've got the mud bricks. Again, this is just reiterating that Mojang is adding so many new blocks, so many new textures and ideas, but they're not using them in anything that they're adding into the game. I mean, hell, the ancient cities have blocks of wool in them. Seriously, Mojang? That is one of the most lazy things that I Okay, we're not talking about that today. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. So you walk in. Obviously, there'll probably be a couple of witches. I view this having at least 3 to 5 witches in personally. It gives it a little more challenge, a little more of a kick, because there are a couple of rewards in here, as I'm sure you can already see. So you go to this chest here. There's just some gunpowder, a couple of mangrove, propagules. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Bucket of tadpoles here. Okay, here's why this is here. In a lot of like lore, you know, you hear witches using frogs and frog eyes and things like that for their potions. Why not just give them a nice little aquarium that they have their own frogs in? It makes sense for them to raise their own frogs if they're using them so often. So we kept the little idea with the mushroom potted plant. I do love the way that a lot of different plants look in these, and we've just added just a little bit of diversity to it, just to keep it looking a little more unique, a little more fresh. You've got a barrel here full of the new frog lights. There's nowhere that I know of yet in game to actually find these naturally spawning. So this is just a little, almost like a little gift, if I may say, for people who don't want to go through all of the trouble to get the frog lights. Because I do understand that it does get a little tedious considering these guys have to eat, if I remember correctly, magma cubes and or slimes. Anyways, let's get into more of this. Here you have a couple of cauldrons, all filled with different potions here, and we can actually go ahead and get some. Oh, not bit bottles. Let's go ahead and get some bottles so I can show you guys what's in here. So this first one you got here has some potion of swiftness. It gives you a little bit of speed. Some of you may be saying that's OP, but it's witches. It's witches. Everywhere I read said that witches don't have brewing stands in their witch huts because it's in the lore that they use the cauldrons to brew their own potions. So why wouldn't they just have some potions sitting here? You get what I mean? Yeah, the second one's got some potion of poison. Then we've got some potion of leaping, and lastly we've got some potion of regeneration. Again, cauldrons, I believe you can only fill with up to 3 potions. Yeah, 3 potions. So I don't think it's that OP giving this out this early in game. I know a lot of times you get these potions are in the ancient cities or the inn ships in cities, which is fine and cool and all, but why wouldn't we at least want to be able to get some easy potions before we go fight the end dragon or something? Because I know not everybody wants to sit there and brew their own. Anyways, let's get into this little chest here. We've got some glowstone. We've got a rabbit's foot, which is a decently hard item to get. I believe you can really only get it from a rabbit, or I think maybe a trade or two. I could be wrong. You got some water bottles, a potion of invisibility, and some phantom membrane. Um, like I said, we're just keeping it simple this time. This time, we're not really trying to give you a reason to come explore this per se, more just a breath of life into the world itself, the world of Minecraft itself. Here you see back here, we've got a nice little prison set up. I think this is cool to maybe they're experimenting on their own potions and whatnot. Here you've got a couple of diamonds and emerald, just some few little treats here and there for the player for when you do find this. And I mean, outside of that, I truly think that this is a nice looking build. I love the idea that they carved this into a mud. It's almost like a cave. It's almost like they made their own cave to experiment in. And yeah, I mean, I think I've covered just about everything that we've added in here. I mean, really, I'll just give you guys a nice little slow walk around. I'm sure you guys are tired of moving around. Got a nice skull in there. Oh, I forgot one barrel. This is maybe what they're feeding their prisoners. I mean, you've got one raw rabbit, plenty of rotten flesh. I mean, this just makes sense. Apologies for that if you heard that. That's my dog. It just makes sense to have this in here. But anyways, that is gonna do it for today's video. Just let me know what you guys think. I truly love this style. I feel like it does breathe like a breath of fresh air into the game itself. Just gives it a nice puff of life. The witches are doing something. What the? Anyways, let me give you guys one last little look around. You've got. It just looks nice. It looks so much better than the witch hut itself. The witch hut is a severely boring, bland generation that if they removed it, I don't think anyone would care nor notice. And if you do care or notice, that's cool. That's cool. You're welcome to like whatever you want. Personally, I think it's a lazy, boring structure that needs to be either taken out of the game or completely redone because there is no excuse to have something so pointless in the video in a game like Minecraft. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. Did you get it done? Thank you. And just join us for the next video because we're going to be redoing every single structure in Minecraft. That is our goal here. We will be updating and rebuilding every structure in Minecraft ourselves here. And we're just going to make them all so much better. If you haven't watched my previous videos, go ahead and check those out. That's all. Thank you all for watching. Pudgy Boy, out.